or something. You all in my mic now. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We back in action. Back in action. Back in action, baby. Back in action. What's going on, YouTube? My phrase John Filter. My phrase Filter, man. On this good, lovely Friday night. We about to get it cracking in a minute. In a short while.
Yeah, transition.
Yeah, man. What's going on with y'all tonight, though? Thought I should come on this live and fuck with y'all for a little bit. You know. I ain't went live all week. But y'all come in here, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. Fuck with the channel. Definitely mess with the channel. I appreciate it dearly. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about today, man. Well, most definitely two main subjects I want to talk about. Two main subjects I definitely want to talk about. I made a video about one of them earlier today, but I definitely want to get on this topic about shit. What should I talk about first? What y'all think I should talk about first, though? What y'all think I should talk about first? We'll talk about the David situation first. David situation. So yesterday it came out that it ain't funny. I'm just laughing at the situation he done put himself in. It ain't funny, but yesterday it came out that he facing more charges because the feds done caught some disgusting child videos on his phone. So I don't know if the child videos is from the girl that Celeste girl he was messing with, the 14-year-old, or it could have been from multiple young girls. I'm not. It came out with that exact information on exactly who it was, but they say that he got 40 terabytes. I think 40 terabytes of child videos on his phone. But do y'all know how much? Do y'all know how much that is he got on his phone? 40 terabytes? Hell, my PS5 only hold one. Shit. My PS5 only got 1 terabyte. So imagine how many got that 40 terabytes of child videos on his phone. That shit is ridiculous. It's sad. It's scary, man. But y'all know how this world is today, man. David was a straight predator. But yeah, I'm gonna play a video about that shit right now so they can explain it in more depth. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I made a video about this yesterday. Y'all go check that out. It was a little short, little 5-6 minute video. It wasn't nothing too long, but it's definitely go check it out. But y'all know what the crazy thing is about it, man, is that this man had everything to look forward to. And he blew it on a 13-year-old little girl that he was it seemed like he was obsessed with her though. He had to be obsessed with this girl. You know, had to be. He was. But let's pull this up right quick. Let's pull this up right quick.
So it was 1 year today. Prosecutors claim 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez was lured to a Hollywood Hills home and killed, and her body dismembered and hidden inside of a Tesla. Today, the man accused of murdering her back in court. Now, there were no cameras there, but we have somebody who was inside. But we're talking about 21-year-old singer David, real name David Anthony Burke. He apparently sat shackled in an orange jumpsuit, remained calm and quiet as prosecutors laid out these new disturbing allegations. What do I mean? Telling the court, telling the judge, they apparently found a, quote, significant amount.
Yo, if y'all see how, like, I watched the video when he first had his first court hearing, and to see how calm and collected he was calm. And, like, yo, I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. This motherfucker was calm as hell back there. He was just looking. Had his hair out. I got the mustache. And I grew a beard out. Fucking had crazy ass contacts in his eyes. Like, man, there's something wrong with this dude here, man. But yeah, man, the feds done caught child videos on this man's phone. Yo, and his friends, and they're like, I think more than him should be charged with the situation because his friends knew too. This girl used to go to videos with him. I think she went on one of his tours with him, like, and just to look at this girl, and y'all know how most 13 and 14 year olds act. You get what I'm saying? You could tell when somebody young, even if they don't look young. You could tell by their whole mentality. Okay, yeah, this right here is a young girl. But like I said, I think more than him should be locked up because there ain't no way they didn't know this girl was 13 years old when he was messing with her. When he first met her online, I think she was like 12 years old. This is wild.
Of child pornography on his phone. Now, to be clear, we don't know if Celeste was included in those images, but that revelation, that alleged revelation, adds a new and troubling layer to this case. It makes me also wonder, are we talking a new set of charges? I'll explain. But prosecutors also disclosed that a wiretap was used during the investigation and that there were 3 separate grand juries looking into this case. 3? We always thought there was 1. They say there's still a large amount of digital evidence, more than 40 terabytes to process and turn over to the defense. So the judge set a preliminary hearing for May 1st. So that's where a court will determine if there is sufficient evidence, sufficient probable cause to support the charges for this case to move forward. Now, David has pled not guilty to these charges of first-degree murder, sexual abuse of a child, mutilation of human remains. Prosecutors claim he killed Celeste when she threatened to expose what they describe as an illegal sexual relationship with a minor. So after,
and I said that in my first video I made. I was like, he killed this little girl because I don't know if he didn't want to be with her again. And you know how you dealing with somebody and they don't want to be with you and they expose you or something. So he killed her because he didn't want to get fined. He didn't wanted that shit to come out in public. You know what I'm saying? You know his record label was gonna drop him. That's out the rip. He was gonna get dropped off his record label. So they saying that he lured her to his house and then killed her. You know what I'm saying? How they saying that he lured her there, but he ain't killed her the first day she got there. You know, he probably just played along with it for a couple of weeks. Cause like I said, she was missing for a whole year. You know what I'm saying? They say before they found the body, she already was dead for like 3 to 4 months. So this right here is crazy. And they say 3 grand juries heard it. Yeah, they had want him bad though. So the whole time we sitting here thinking like, damn, why he ain't got arrested yet? They had 3 grand juries. Looking into this shit. Like, yo, this man was worth millions, man. Like, I said this shit earlier. Like, he could go pay for some older girl. Like, he could have just about any woman he want. He got money. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the good thing having money. You can basically have anybody you want. But he chose a 13-year-old little girl. This is wild.
Today, as you can imagine, there's a lot of questions. For that, I have 2 great guests. I turn to missing persons private investigator Steve Fisher, who's been all on top of this case. He was in the courtroom today for all of this. And also Mark Garagos, high-profile criminal defense attorney, friend of the show. We also co-host the podcast Reasonable Doubt, 2 Angry Men. Gentlemen, always happy to see you. Steve, I'm going to start with you. You were there today. How did Burke look number one. And two, did he have any kind of reaction when prosecutors revealed that they apparently found all this material on his phone?
Yeah, they brought him in. Sheriff's brought him in an orange jumpsuit, and then they handcuffed him to the stanchion on the desk. He did not look at the gallery at all or the defense side. He just sat down, didn't even acknowledge his attorneys, although they were back there with him earlier. He stared forward. I've heard reports that he looked confident and everything. He did not look that to me. Of course, it's all subjective because I didn't know him before, but he did not. He didn't look confident to me. He looked like he was defeated.
Well, Mark, I mean, these new allegations about material on his phone, you couple that with a wiretap. My first thought, the attorney and me, I'm wondering, are the feds involved? I mean, I'm wondering, are you now potentially talking federal charges here?
Well, given the history, the more recent history, that's entire. I would not be dismissive of that. If you had asked me 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I would have said no, it's not likely. But given what has happened recently in Los Angeles County, that's entirely possible. But let's take one step back, if we could. Part of what was happening here, and I had talked to you about this, Jesse, when the defense did not waive their speedy trial rights or speedy preliminary hearing rights, that forced the prosecution's, basically called their bluff. Prosecution is going to do anything and everything, in my humble opinion, to try to get around doing a preliminary hearing next week. They started today by, the cynic in me would say they brought.
Okay, yo, let me show y'all this video of how, I don't understand how people didn't know this little girl was young. Let me show y'all this video right quick. Anybody could tell how this girl was acting. Cause like I said, he didn't care because they was on the whole screen together, laughing, you know what I'm saying, joking around. I couldn't believe my eyes. This nasty motherfucker here, boy, he was shit. He didn't give a goddamn. Let me see if I can find it. I should be able to. I see. All right here.
Where's your media
I personally don't.
I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
This part of it right here, but I was trying to figure out. Right here. Okay. I am Two-Face, slime. Y'all can see that? Hold on, let me try to rewind it.
Where's your media?
Rewind it a little bit. But this definitely her right here though. This is definitely her. And that's how she was carrying on.
I personally don't.
I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Y'all heard what she said? She said, "Is it controversial of R&N kids?" She didn't meant to say that. That's what she acting, the way she acted. They talking about the subject, but she said that knowing the whole time he grown and she a child. But that's why she covered her. I'm a whine. That's why she covered her mouth like that. And y'all could and y'all watch how his face just changed. Like in his mind, he looking at her like, why the fuck he said that? You know what I'm saying? This is wild, man. This is some real disgusting ass shit right here. Y'all in the chat, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe. Let me play it over.
Of raping kids. No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
That's wild.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Why they cut the damn video?
Everything. Delete.
Okay, he muted it.
Really good.
Okay.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
That's wild. This
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything goes. Everything.
Did he say delete everything?
It's like a dog because they didn't go with the silver.
This girl is 13 years old in this video. And she ain't been
Season?
home in about
It's
a
already
year.
seasoned, bro. It's
It's
Alfredo.
seasoned.
Living with this grown man here. I can't wait till they lock his ass up. Let me see what else they got on here about this. I think they had another video. Okay, hold on. We might got something. We might got something here. You might got something. Y'all can't tell me y'all can't tell me people didn't know this girl was 13 years old.
The girl with my name tattooed on her chest.
I don't want to play this. I don't want to play the song because you know how they is with the songs. You know how they is with the songs, bro. But he got a show and he got this little 13-year-old girl with him. She supposed to be in goddamn school somewhere, getting an education, but he got her going to shows with him. My thing is, why this shit wasn't more public? A 13-year-old girl goes missing and nobody ain't knew. Nobody ain't knew she like it didn't go public till she got down. They found a body in his trunk. But I wonder if it was like a little white girl. I ain't trying to be. I ain't mean. But we already know the deal is. Would it have went more public? Cause like I said, you missing for a whole year, and this shit ain't made the news public nowhere. About a 13-year-old girl missing. Y'all don't find that crazy? Y'all don't find that shit crazy? But this video here tripped me out. What she said though. What she said was crazy. I gotta listen to it one more time. What she said.
Where's your
was
media
I
train?
personally don't.
Yo, I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's
bye.
been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything goes. Everything.
Come on, man. This is wild.
Take that one off.
It's like a dog because they didn't go with the silver.
Season it. It's already seasoned, bro. It's Alfredo.
Seasoning.
Let me ask a question. Like, what could you possibly? You 19, 20 years old. What can you possible have? I'm saying that right? Huh? What can you have in common? What could you have in common with a 13-year-old or you 19 to 20 years old? What can y'all possibly have in common? Like what? What can you have in common with that? This guy need to be shot. They need to, like, back in the day, like how you remember y'all know how they used to tie you get tied up to the pole and they'll put a blindfold over you. They should still be doing that shit. Cause I'm not really bang. Even though this girl right here, even though she was fast as hell, she still was 13 years old. So I can't really hold too much to that because she still was 13. But this nigga knew better. Y'all know what I'm saying? He knew better, Chad. And for him to take her to his shows and have her living with him and shit, yo, that shit is crazy, man. And then she had a tattoo on her goddamn finger with his name on it. Like, how can you get a tattoo at 13 years old? I can get a tattoo. Let me see if I can pull up a tattoo right quick. This is crazy. They ain't showing the tattoo she had. They showing her autopsy report. And they saying in the autopsy report he cut off her fingers. I think she was missing her, like one of her eyes was missing, like right here. But I don't think that's the. They say reports allege medical examiners found Celeste's finger with David tattoo has been removed. Yeah. So he took the so he's getting the tattoo off. Yeah, this is wild, man. How young this little girl look, man. Look how young this little girl look. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Look how young she look. It could be my damn little sister or my damn child. It could be my child. It could be my child. Ain't no way in hell. Like, if that my child, like, man, she would have been on the news. I'm going to the news station every day. So you can't really blame the parents like that. I don't think, but you can also blame them too. Cause I think it could have been more done on their side. Cause I think they did report her missing, but that was it. I think that was it though. You know how you know like a parent, like every day they call her, everything they call her. They call the police, they call the news station, try to get her name out there more. Like I think I think it could have been a lot more done in this case than what it has been though, for real. But I know how this shit go. That's a very sad situation now though. Unfortunate as hell that she ran into a famous a nigga that got a lot of money, pervert. It's sad she ran into a guy like that. For real. It's real sad. Like I said that like she met him on the internet, I think in some type of Discord. So parents, y'all gotta be watching y'all kids, man. Y'all gotta be watching y'all kids on this internet. Like I said, it's no way a 12-year-old girl should have been in a 19-year-old Discord anyway. It's no way. It's no way. It's no way. I mean, like I said, y'all just gotta be in your kids a lot more, man. You gotta be in your kids a lot more. Cause this girl right here, look in this picture, she probably look like she maybe like 10, 11, maybe 10, 11. She started talking to this dude right here, David. And I think when she was 12, he was like, I want to say 18, 18, 19. Cause I think he's 21, 22 right now. So I think he was like 18, 19 when they start talking. So you 18, 19, so talking to a 12-year-old. It's wild, chat. This whole situation is wild. It's wild, man. It's wild. But very much so. Well, we're gonna listen to some more information about that shit. And we can go and talk about this Mike Vrabel and Diana Reese situation. Ricini, my bad. Cause y'all know more pictures came out with them. And I hate it for yo, that shit right here. Like that shit they crazy, man. That whole situation crazy. But let's go listen to this right here what they said. I think it's this one right here. If I am mistaken.
Now the David, spelled D4VD case is still developing, and like most of you guys know, the story has been full of uncertainty from the start. We went from not really knowing what happened to now things are finally starting to move in a direction where new information is coming out day by day. And one of the most shocking updates came out yesterday when prosecutors revealed what they claim was found on David's phone. Now the question is, what did they find? And this is where things start to kind of take a much darker turn, if it wasn't already dark enough. Now, just so everyone is in the loop, so far what we know is this. Prosecutors allege that David invited Celeste to his home in April 2025, and that was the last time she was seen alive. They allege he was sexually involved with her, and that this allegedly began when she was under the age of 14, and that he had recurring access to her over an extended period of time. According to investigators, things escalated that night of April 23rd, 2025, when Celeste allegedly threatened to expose all of this, which prosecutors believe led to her murder, and later attempts to conceal what had happened before her remains were eventually found months later in September 2025 in that Tesla, which was registered to David. And here we are now. After all that, David has pleaded not guilty. His legal team is pushing to move this case to trial as soon as possible. At the same time, we've gotten updates like the autopsy results, which I made a video on yesterday, which gave a clearer picture of what happened to 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. However, this latest update is where things take a different turn, because now we're finding out more about material that prosecutors say was found on David's phone. During a court hearing yesterday, one of the prosecutors in the case, Beth Silverman, stated that as part of the investigation, law enforcement obtained search warrants for his phone and cloud storage accounts. And according to prosecutors, when they went through that data, they say they
Yeah, that's one thing about it. Definitely with them iPhones. If you got something in my iPhone, I don't care how many times you erase it or whatever, what you do. If the feds get that phone, they could pull all that shit back up. Definitely with them child videos, man. I'm telling you, that whole situation is crazy, man. Crazy situation. Like this guy here, he was sick. You know what I'm saying? He was a sick person. He was a very, very, very sick person, man. He was a very sick person. You know, and it's sad that he got caught after he allegedly murdered her. I wish they had caught him way before. He should have been locked up because the parents knew who he was. And I'm pretty, like I said, I'm pretty sure his friends knew. His friends knew that she was young too. You know, so this right here they could have had him locked up way before he had a chance to kill her, man. And it's very unfortunate that they was like, I don't know who to blame the parents. It was just say she was 13 years old and she was missing. Like she ran away the first time for a while and she came back and she ran away again and she was missing for a whole year. Like that just crazy to me that it wasn't more done before this shit right here happened.
discovered what they described as a significant amount of child sexual abuse material, also known as CSAM. And it's important to say, this is what prosecutors are alleging, as the investigation is still ongoing, and not all of the data has been fully reviewed yet. With that being said, what prosecutors are now claiming is that they allege David was in possession of CSAM, found on his phone and iCloud storage. According to reports, this came up after investigators executed search warrants on his devices, which is when they say they discovered this material. And this is where things start to get even more serious, because the prosecution is now making it clear that they're eager to present their evidence in court, and the reason for that is because what they're calling the totality of the evidence they claim they have against David. Now keep in mind, when these charges were first announced, prosecutors said they had around 40 terabytes of evidence in the case. That's an overwhelming amount of evidence, and just to put it into perspective, 40 terabytes is about 40,000 gigabytes. So the totality of the alleged evidence they're talking about is massive. Now, one question I have is this: does that 40 terabytes include everything found on his phone, or is that counted separately? Because as of right now, they haven't fully clarified that. But what they have made clear is that it's going to take a long time to actually go through and present all of this material to the court. And the reason for that is because of how large the amount of data they have is, but also because of the sensitive nature of some of the material they claim was found on David's phone. So what they're basically saying is this isn't something they can just rush through, because not only is there a huge amount of data, but some of it requires very careful review.
Y'all know what I believe, man? I believe that that's how I kind of kind of know that it had to be more people involved. Cause I think the people that had supposed to move that car got scared and left that car outside while he was on tour. I truly believe that, because he was on tour when they tour when they towed the car to the tow yard. He was on tour, so I'm thinking it had to be more people involved. What y'all think? What y'all think? Leave it in the comments. I really think there's more people involved in this case. Will it be charged? I don't know. I doubt it. Because the feds got who they want. They want him. But I believe that it's more people involved. At least one person. I believe it's at least one more person involved with this case. I truly believe that.
Before it can even be presented to the court, which means we're obviously still at the beginning of what's about to come out in this case. Now, when it comes to this evidence, what exactly does it include? Obviously, we don't have full descriptions of everything, and honestly, that's not something you'd even want to get into because, bro, just thinking about this shit is just like, the nature of this type of material is obviously just like, when you think about it's disturbing. Like, all this shit is disturbing, right? But based on what's been said so far, this isn't just one source of evidence. It includes data from his phone, his iCloud storage accounts, items collected through multiple search warrants.
Yeah, I got at least 3 people in here, man. I know I can get 3 likes. I know I can get 3 likes. Ain't much people in here, but y'all can give me 3 likes. I know y'all can give me 3 likes.
And of course, a large amount of forensic material tied to the investigation. So when you hear prosecutors talk about the totality of evidence, they're talking about everything combined, his entire digital footprint, plus what investigators have gathered along the way. Now, during the hearing, David was in court wearing an orange jumpsuit. Now, we didn't really get no.
Alright, man. Y'all catch the playback. We can go ahead and get on this Vrabel Dianna new update. We gonna go ahead and get on that new update. Definitely that new update. Well, yo, this shit right here is crazy. But so let's get on this New England coach Mike Vrabel and this reporter Dianna Russini update. So y'all know they got caught up like about a couple weeks to a month ago or whatnot, and she lied and said that they're just meeting up and them pictures. And he said that y'all taking them pictures are laughable. Like both of them denying that they got caught up at a duck only hotel at the pool site, and like I said, with the hotel Mike Vrabel and Dianna Russini, I keep fucking up her name, so y'all gotta excuse me. But the hotel they got caught up was a adult only hotel, and with the part they was at, you had to have a room to get to the pool or whatever. You had to have a room. So they both denied the shit or whatever. But I think yesterday, day before, more pictures came out with them kissing, and they wasn't kissing then. They was kissing when he was the head coach of Tennessee Titan. I think like 4 or 5 years ago. So I don't know who was watching him, but they was watching them for a while. I don't know whether they were watching him, Mike Vrabel, or they were watching Dianna Russini. But one of them had a private investigator on them for a long ass time. But I'm about to bring these photos up for you from page. I think it was page 6 or whatever. But this right here is wild. This right here is wild, chat. Where is that? Page 6 right here. Okay. We on it. So it said Dianna Russini and married Mike Vrabel. Both of them married. So I don't know why they just saying like she ain't married. She married too with 2 kids. It said Dianna Russini and married Mike Vrabel caught kissing at New York bar in bombshell new photos taken 6 years before the scandal. So y'all know how long they been fucking around? This is Boo. This Boo right here. This Bay. Yo, this right here is Bay right here. They been fucking around for 6 years before this right here that happened a couple weeks ago. Say Mike Vrabel and Dianna Russini were all over each other at a New York bar 6 years before they were caught holding hands and hugging at Arizona resort. As seen in the exclusive new pics obtained by Page 6, New England Patriots coach and NFL reporter was spotted together inside the dimly lit Tribeca Tavern in the early hours of March 11, 2020. They sat close to each other while conversing at the bar. At one point, appearing to share a kiss. Share the kiss. Let me show these photos. Look at this shit. Y'all look at this shit here. Both of them are denying this shit. She done left her job and shit the whole time. No, y'all got caught. Y'all was fucking around for years now. That's Bay. That's fucking Bay right there. They kissing, man. This right here is wild. She got a husband at the house with 2 kids, and it looked worse on her. It looked worse on her because she a reporter, and and I know a lot of people ain't gonna like this shit, and she a woman. She's you know what I'm saying. It just looked worse on her. He ain't shit either now. He ain't shit either because he got caught up too. But for them to deny this shit now the reporters really getting in their bag and going back in time. Like I don't know which private investigator that was on them, but if his wife or her husband wanted to leave and get paid, they can right now. Cause they in this photo, them other photos for a couple weeks ago when they was at that adult only hotel was bad, but this right here is terrible. These are some terrible ass photos right here. Terrible photos. Damn. And y'all just friends. Ain't no in here friend. Hey, just friends don't be this close to each other. Y'all kissing. Look how close they is. It's like they married. They a couple. It's like they a couple, man. This right here is crazy. So their relationship. So they had a real. They been fucking since 6 years before he got the head coaching job for the Patriots. For at least 5 years. The sportcaster and NFL coach were very close to each other throughout the evening. According to the Our Insider, who witnessed Rossini's legs in between Vrabel legs. Oh yeah, they fucking. They fucking. She getting tooted up. She is getting tooted up. He said, eyewitness told Page that Rossini 43 and Vrabel 50 were at the hole in the wall bar around midnight and stayed for at least an hour, flying under the radar. They were having a glorious time. They were giving each other pecks and bunch of pecks constantly. The source added, there was nobody in there. Nobody knew who they were. I don't even think the bartenders did. Yeah, they went to a hole in the wall. Like these motherfuckers ain't slick. They know what they was doing. They been doing this for a while, but what it was, they done went to that adult hotel a couple weeks ago. They got too comfortable. They been doing this shit for too long. They been doing this for too long, and they got too comfortable and got caught. But like I said, whoever got pictures for them 6 years ago, they got caught back then. But I don't know. I guess one of their wives or husband had the pictures, and they were like, well, I wonder if they probably done had a talk with them, like, okay, I done caught you doing this shit. All right, now I'm giving you one more chance. If you get caught doing this shit again, I'm putting this shit out in the public. So they couldn't stop fucking around, so they got caught again, and one of them just put that shit up out there. That's what I think. I don't know if it's true or not. That's what I'm thinking. But this shit right here is messy, boy, messy. You know I'm here for it. Y'all know I'm here for the messiness, bro. Y'all know I'm here for the messiness. Oh, okay, they say so. She wasn't married yet when she did. When she was engaged, she wasn't married to her husband yet. Yeah, Mike Vrabel was in love, man. You know what I'm saying? He was in love. Look at he sat down holding head. You married? When you married and you going out in public, y'all holding hands, and y'all kissing and shit in public. Yeah, yeah, you in love. you you in, you in love. When y'all married, y'all doing shit like this in public. I don't give a damn if nobody don't know where y'all were. Y'all were. I don't give a damn if y'all go to a hole in wall bar with nobody there. When you out in public holding hands and kissing like this right here, you love that person. Married or not. So now he missing day 3 of the NFL draft to in it yeah to now so now Mike Vrabel he missing day 3 to in the counseling. He said as I said the other day, I promised my family, the organization, and the team that I was going to give them the best version of me that could possibly give them. In order to do so, I have committed to seeking counseling starting this weekend. This is something that I have given a lot of thought to, and it's something I would advise a player to do if I was counseling them. Man, you going to counseling because you got caught. I'm surprised he still got his family the way it is. Like, evidence like this right here, yeah, and y'all this cozy up together, it's bad. This shit is bad. This shit is bad, and this shit right here is messy. But yeah, that's a little update I had on these two right here. These are old pictures. These are here the pictures they got caught up. They got caught a couple weeks ago when the shit really went viral of them together, hugging, holding hands. Come on, but like when I saw these pictures right here last a couple weeks ago, I already know they was fucking. Everybody know they was fucking. But these new pictures that from 6 years ago that somebody had, it really put the icing on the cake. Like yeah, they had a closer relationship than being friends. They had a real closer relationship than being friends. Fact, and that's the fact. Let me see. This right here is really slowing it down. Uh, and this right here is the picture of her husband right here. Oh man, God, this damn computer here. This damn computer here. Yeah, he a simp, man. If he ain't divorced her yet, he's a straight simp. So that's a photo. That's a photo of Mike Vrabel and his wife. Yeah, so this right here is a wild situation right here, man. Wild situation. Wild situation right here, man. So what's going on up? What else going on out there, man? I guess I'm about to go ahead and hop up off this shit, man. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, man. Like I said, I wanted to get on here just for a little bit on this lovely Friday night to holler at y'all about and give y'all some updates and shit. But make sure y'all definitely make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, man. Y'all definitely do that, man. I really appreciate it. Trying to get this channel up, and I'm gonna need y'all support to do it. So definitely like the video. Most definitely like the video. Catch the playback. Catch it down, playback, man. Like I said, hit that like button. That shit free, man. I don't know why y'all be tripping. I don't know why y'all be tripping on the like button. Y'all gotta stop tripping on the like button. Stop tripping on the like button. But yeah, catch the playback, man. Till next time, this Mike Fraser.